谢体验，看这个。
Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. The name of the boat you're on today, Millennium Diamond. We're going to turn the boat shortly. Westminster will be our next stop in about 30 minutes. Half an hour. The tide is going to push the boat along as we turn. The tide is rising as it floods on the North Sea. As you probably know, Tower Bridge can open to allow big ships into this part of the river, like the cruise liner, the waves. There's still and we're just going to hold the boat here, tell you about the safety, tell you a bit of history about the bridge, and we'll turn the boat round. So we'll start our journey, getting pushed along the way to Westminster. Now the boat has life jackets clearly marked to the front of the boat on both decks. There's also inflatable life rafts on the outer roof, at the front and at the back, the top open. To be a captain on the River Thames, you have to serve a 5-year apprenticeship to become a freeman of this river. So we are apprenticed by our dads or granddads who are also freemen to become captains ourselves. So you're in very safe hands. Just sit back and enjoy the cruise. And throughout the journey the bar is open. So the bar downstairs is open. There are toilets in the saloon as well. The saloon is air conditioned. So all of the other boats don't, but this one does. An air conditioned saloon. It's a very nice top open bed. So is everybody happy? It's quite a nice day. It started very sunny earlier. As long as it doesn't rain, so we have a nice journey. But on a very nice sunny day, the river is always busy. And on the right also busy, the south bank of the river. So from the right behind us to the London Eye, it's always popular, the south bank. Because on the left, in the city of London, it's mostly offices and banks. So it's a much nicer walk on the south side of the river. So we're going to turn the boat and get an excellent view of it. On the right, there's a blue apartment. They call it #1 Tower Bridge. And they sell for tens of euros. Now you can see there's a red double-decker bus. Try to get a photo with the bus in the middle of the bridge. So you time this perfectly every day. So that bus always crosses at 2:45 South Salon. So we've timed it again perfectly. The bus. So we've done this before a few times. Looking in front of the boat, the castle, Tower of London. On the river's wall there's an arch. They've bricked it up, the Traitor's Gate. And as you can imagine, years ago the river flowed through it. Traitors were taken through in rowing boats. They were tortured and executed at the castle. It's a museum today, the Tower of London. And where all the shipping took place on the left, all the warehouses were taken down. New development today. But you can still see some of the older warehouses ahead of us. The two ships in the river, HMS at Belfast, built in Belfast, the Northern Ireland, where they also built the Titanic. So lots of action in the Second World War. And she's open to the public, the museum today, alongside the Silver Wing. She'll be leaving tomorrow morning. So she goes out to sea. And she's leaving for somewhere much sunnier, somewhere a bit more exotic than London. And her next port of call, Glasgow. So apparently it's very nice there this time. Now look on the left at all these warehouses stored the cargo. No shipping could enter any further into London than the next bridge. The bridge in front of us, London Bridge. This is the 5th London Bridge in 2,000 years. There's always been a bridge here, and no shipping could ever go any further. If you look up on the right, the walkie-talkie building. Offices with a balcony at the top for the public. It's free to go up there. The Sky Garden. You can Google it, book a ticket for free. Sky Garden. Or visit the Shard on the left. You can go to the top, but you have to pay £30 a ticket. There's a hotel in the middle, the 5-star Shangri-La Hotel. And it's mostly offices, the bottom half. Designed by an Italian, Renzo Piano, the tallest building in Western Europe. And London Bridge was opened by Her Majesty the Queen. She opened it in 1973. The one before this, it was sinking in the mud. We took the old bridge down and we sold it for $2 million to an American, Mr. McCulloch. He had it rebuilt in America 50 years ago, and it still stands in America today. Correct. Lake Havasu in the Arizona desert. Sold in the 60s. It was sinking the previous bridge. On the right, lots of new offices in the city, mostly banks. Very, very busy area, Monday to Friday, where all those bankers work in the city. It's a very busy Monday to Friday. Very quiet of a weekend. It's all closed of a weekend. The bankers, they do not work weekends. Cannon Street on the right, the station, it's a railway. And if you look into the river, you can see the tide flowing through the columns of the bridge. As we're getting pushed, the tide is rising. The barge on the right will float very shortly. London's garbage, they pack it inside the boxes. Many rubbish depots on the river, London's garbage, it's all taken down the river by container. So I used to work on the barges, on the tugs that tow the barges down the river, and we tow London's rubbish away. As we go through Southwark, look to your left, the Globe Theatre. William Shakespeare's famous Globe, the white round building. It was opened 20 years ago by the Queen. There's a play every single day from April till September. All throughout the summer as it's open air. And if it does start to rain, the show continues. you'll need a poncho because umbrellas, they're not allowed inside that room. So there's a play every single day. The Millennium Footbridge, in the year 2000, the Queen opened the bridge. Opened on a Saturday morning. Closed 2 hours later by the police. So many people crossed it, it started to shake. They called it the Wibbly Wobbly Bridge. They had to close it for 1 year to re-strengthen it, as it was shaking on the opening day. Look on YouTube, type in the Wibbly Wobbly Bridge. And on the right behind us, St Paul's Cathedral. Sir Christopher Wren's masterpiece. You can stand above the dome, a viewing area, but there's over 500 steps to the very top. I say very popular on the left of the South Bank. The Tate Modern is back on our left. It's got a tall chimney. If you like modern art, that's definitely a place to go. It's free to go there. Does anybody like it? Nobody. Explains why it's free. Blackfriars Bridge, a railway. And the next one, the Blackfriars Road Bridge. These columns in the river, they used to carry steam trains from Dover to London, a steam railway. It became unsafe many years ago. Oh yeah, yeah, the abseilers at the top of the building on the left, can you see them? So they're strapped in, don't worry. So they come down, they abseil down, it's brand new apartments. Yes, cleaning the windows, eh? That's a job, isn't it? Imagine that if you go. But say they have got a cradle that comes out, but they are abseiling at the moment. Say down the apartments. Very, very expensive. The top floor, they sold it £27 million. Only a few months ago, 27 million. To live on the left in the Oxo building, probably about 3 million. So this old warehouse is where they made Oxo years ago. The gravy, the stock hewn Oxo, they made it in that building years ago. But it's apartments now, with a restaurant on the roof, Harvey. And look at the foreshore on the left. It's very sandy, a very clean, sandy shore. And at high tide, the sand is covered. On the inside corner to your left is where the sand settles. And years ago, the river was polluted. The shores were also polluted. So very clean to them. The only reason the river looks dirty, it's mud-based and it's tidal. There's also lots of fish in the river and seals. We spot many seals in the river. So from the North Sea behind us, the salt water floods in. And you can see the high tide mark on the right. Lions' heads were put on the river for the faces of lions as a Victorian flood warning. If the water level got too high and it got to the mouth of the lion's face, they would send out a flood warning. There's a rhyme in London, a very short rhyme. If the lions are drinking, London is sinking. And if the heads are ducks, London's flooding. Waterloo Bridge in front of us, built by women in the Second World War. There was a shortage of manpower at home. The women done all the work they built the bridge. They even faced it in a self-cleansing Portland stone. When it rains, the outside gets a lovely wash. Now look underneath. You'll see the difference in colour where the rain doesn't penetrate. They built by women in the Second World War. Waterloo, the ladies' and on the right, the London Savoy Hotel. It's got the green and tiled roof. Very famous hotel. And with your camera, look on the right, on the river's wall, an obelisk, Cleopatra's Needle, made in Egypt, made over 3,000 years ago. They were made in pairs as a twin, and it stands in America, New York City, Central Park, the Twin Needle. And cross over to your left now, ladies and gentlemen. Our Royal Festival Hall has some of the best acoustics in the world. Some of the world's greatest have performed inside that building. People like Pavarotti, who has since sadly passed away, and Frank Sinatra, who has also sadly since passed away. A few others I can think of: George Michael, David Bowie, Amy Winehouse, Michael Jackson, and even Whitney Houston. They've all performed in that group. And very sadly, all of them have passed away. So all we're waiting for now is the Justin Bieber concert. I'm glad most of you agree. Sorry to the Bieber fans in the moment. So we've been very lucky today. We've had nothing thrown in the boat. So in the summer